Hall of Fame ballot. We ready?
I'm
Okay. Our new guys, our new additions. We got Carlos Beltran, John Lackey, Jared Weaver, Jacoby Ellsbury. Maybe they found him and they're going to be able to get him
They
in there.
didn't.
I
This
don't
is
know.
their attempt to find him. This is the equivalent of the milk carton lost child thing. That's what they're like. If we put his name on the Hall of Fame ballot, maybe he'll come out of hiding.
Just maybe. And then
I
we've got
doubt it.
Matt Cain, Johnny Peralta, Jason Worth, JJ Hardy, Mike Napoli, Bronson Arroyo, and his dreadlocks. Oh, sorry, braids. He had braids. I apologize for that. R.A. Dickey, Francisco Rodriguez, Andre Ethier, and Houston Street.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of
Yay.
those guys are even going to make it to the next ballot, to be honest with you.
Right.
Maybe K-Rod. I don't think Dickey does.
No.
Worth doesn't. Peralta doesn't. Matt Cain, I don't think so. Jared
I
Weaver,
think
no.
John
Jacoby
Lackey
Ellsbury,
hangs.
no.
John Lackey's going to hang on for a couple of years. I don't know that he'll get in ever, but he's going to hang on for a couple of years.
He only has a 37.3 career WAR.
Yeah, but he's just been such a lovable character, and maybe he'll be another Culture Club option.
Maybe, I don't know. That's got to me. That's like the only way.
I just don't
Carlos
think
Beltran. Carlos Beltran's an interesting one too. That if he hadn't been tied to everything in Houston,
yeah. Have there ever been any Carlos Beltran PED issues?
I don't think so. I don't think that there have been.
I don't think so either.
I think just sign stealing has been his big thing, right?
Yeah,
so
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
we'll have to do some more research on that to get you, because I'm having a tickling of a thought, and I don't know why. So I'll have to dig it up and figure it out.
Okay, excellent, very good. Now, the other thing that always comes up every year with the Hall of Fame, and I just want to talk about this real quick. Brig and I call them the Culture Club. This is the Hall of Fame committee right here. The Contemporary Baseball Era Players Committee, and this consists of Hall of Famers Chipper Jones, Greg Maddux, Jack Morris, Ryan Sandberg, Lee Smith, Frank Thomas, and Alan Trammell, and then MLB executives Paul Beeston, Theo Epstein, Artie Moreno, which is fascinating, Kim Ng, Dave St. Peter, Ken Williams, and media/historians Steve Hurt, Lavelle Neal, and Susan Slusser.
Yeah. And then there's then the Hall of Fame appoints a chairman over this committee, this Contemporary Culture Club committee, to mediate, but they're a non-voting partner.
Okay. Now, looking at this committee, I think about guys. I think specifically about Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. And my, I don't know if he's. I don't know. It's interesting because Barry Bonds, I feel like, is one of those guys where players will figuratively go to bat for him, no pun intended, and say, you have no idea exactly how good Barry Bonds is, because we just get, like, as fans, like, it doesn't matter how close we get, we only get like the surface.
Yeah.
Right. That the players see a guy's approach, how he treats every single at bat, how he trains, how he does everything. And they're like, no, you don't get it. Like, I've heard guys talk about Manny Ramirez, like, no. Pitchers were like, if I got him out 3 times in a game, I won. Like, I won, because he would give me 2, but he wasn't giving me the 3rd.
Right.
Like, that's how good he was. And I feel like pitchers and other players have that same approach with Barry Bonds, that like, the dude didn't need steroids, but when he did have steroids, he was otherworldly, and you don't get it unless you were there on the field with him. So I think that might be his ticket in.
Well, it could be, but it also could be that guys like Greg Maddux are saying, no, I don't care. Don't cheat. Sorry, bud. Chipper Jones, don't cheat. Right?
Yeah.
Jack Morris, he's not going to let that fly. I would hope Jack Morris, of all people, isn't going to let that fly. I don't know, man. We'll see.
And I don't know. I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate here, but they could also be like, we saw other guys who were juicing, and then we saw this guy, right?
Yeah. I agree. There's that possibility.
It's going to be interesting to watch and see how it unfolds.
Because some of these guys played it. some of these guys played against those two players, Clemens and Bonds in particular. And so it'll be interesting to see if any personality stuff comes into play. I think that's why they have this nice balance between executives, historians, and media, and then the players themselves. I like the way they're balancing that out. I think it's going to add for a really interesting vote, and it's going to help us fans feel better about it. Honestly, whatever decision this club makes, we can look at any element of that, that group that has been built and say, okay, they know better than I do, or I can trust that. Like, so I saw Greg Maddux on there and I was like, all right, it's going to be okay. Whatever happens. I don't know why I feel that way. Just how I view Greg Maddux.
That's actually, I felt that way with Greg Maddux and Ryan Sandberg. So,
right.
Yeah, I get it.